Are you happy that your initiative about supply ammunition is accepted? And was it hard to be promoter of this initiative? Maybe not all members of EU understand the importance of this decision.
Yes, Ukraine has told us very many times that what they need is ammunition, and so I was thinking what we can do so to provide that ammunition, and I'm very happy that from the idea until the execution it took European Union 5 weeks, which is quite fast, but of course we know that Ukraine doesn't have that time, so we need to move fast. The understanding around the room is that we have to support Ukraine, and this ammunition initiative is one of those good examples, but we can't rest on laurels.
Yesterday, it is not secret, what reaction of your colleagues was for speech of Zelensky when he has had his address to participants?
Well, we were listening carefully what he was talking about, and he's every time bringing up new topics, and this time also the deportation of children and what we can do to fight this, really, to get those Ukrainian children back. It is important to listen to him directly, and it is even more better when he's here in person. Then everybody definitely listens, but it's also important that we don't have the fatigue, and we are there for Ukraine as long as it takes.
I could suggest that you personally agree with his propositions, these 5 points, but why not all your colleagues now are ready to fully accept this proposition?
You have to ask the other colleagues. We try to do what we can to convince everybody, because even those who are much further from Russia, if Russia succeeds in this, then it is not only a threat to the neighbors of Russia, but it's actually a threat to all the countries in Europe and much wider the international rules-based order. So that's why it is important that we help Ukraine to defend themselves.
What you suggest, and when the first ammunition from this amount of help could be in Ukraine? Which terms?
I asked also the European Commission, who is working on this, and they say that they are working as fast as possible. They are touring around the defense industries, asking what is needed. I mean, in terms of raw materials and everything, that we could execute this decision promptly, because we know that the price goes up with every hesitation, with every delay.
What about Estonia? Do you feel some impact on your military industry, impact of this conflict? Do you see some changes, some ramp up in production of your industry?
Yes, we have a defense industry as well, and of course they are also doing more because the need is there. Everybody is increasing their defense expenditure, and we also have to replenish our own stocks because we have given everything to Ukraine. So everybody should do the same around the Europe as well.
And the last questions, what you could say your colleagues who said that we do not have enough in our storage, we could give weapon, but we have nothing to replace this amount, which would be your address?
Our defense right now starts from Ukraine. As I said before, when Ukraine falls, then everybody else is at risk. So giving weapons to Ukraine is actually defending your own country. We have done this, although we are neighbors of Russia, and of course we are working on replenishing our own stocks as well. But it is clear that Ukraine needs those much more than you have them in your stock standing there just waiting. I think it's not fair when you know that you have something that could help save lives in Ukraine and you are not giving that.